Let's fight, good people. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Let's fight, guys. Good to have you guys in the race. Calling out the attention with the bell. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Hope you're all good. Very all dead, good people. It's Friday, but we're fired up. Friday, but we're ready to go. Such that you guys are as well. Fired up and ready to go. Fired up, guys. And ready to go. Lots to talk about. Anil losing again. We're fired up on that, guys. And ready to go. Welcome in the race. Take the right thing at it again, guys, to go. Welcome in the ring, folks. Pace and power, boots in the dog. Good to have you guys here with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you guys. We trust you've had a fantastic week. We're at the end of it, guys. It's Friday, the 15th day of July, and we're privileged to be here with each and every one of you lovely folks. Good to have you here, Yvonne Daly, Ann Gibson, Avril Blackett. Good to have you here, Charles, Everett Small as well, and Wilfred McCaddy. You all know yourselves. Welcome in the ring. Ringsiders, assemble. Good to have you, Max Gill and Nicola Best. Lynette Farrier, we see you there as well, and Arthur McCalmont. Good to have you, good people. Right here, sir. Dolores Dover, DD, Will McGrath, WG. Good to have you, Edward Gonzalez from the Bronx, as you know, guys. Really, really privileged to have each and every one of you here. Trust that you guys have had a great day. Trust that you guys, Alison Cortez, you've had a fantastic week. And the month is off to a great start. We're at half month, folks. We're at half month. So, we're coming up to our own bills and our own responsibilities here. Partner with us, folks. Every cent matters. Every cent counts. Help us to do that. You all know we're on Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, MMG. We also, folks, we also available by MoneyGram, Western Union as well. Partner with us and keep us going from pace to power. Corrine, I see you there. Celeste, I see you as well. And Alexis, good to have all of you. Corrine Archer King, yes, you, same you. Good to have you, Joel Richards. June Mona, how are you doing? And Wendy Stevens, guys. Wendy Stevens is here as well. Cheryl Mingo is here too. John Raymond and all the other folks you'd come to expect. We're 2 minutes in. Where are you folks at? We say not because it's Friday. We're throttling down. No, we're gearing up into fifth gear. Full speed ahead. Grow Your Garden. Paula Hicks. Sheena Hazel, Charles Nelson, Wills Felix Camone, Lena Williams. If Lena is here, you know Lynn is close by, Lynn Fernandez. Good to have you, Angela Jordan. Angela, say hi to Huzzy for us. Good to see you, Ann. Great to have you aboard. George Nurk. Good to see you, Paulina Welch and Wilton Blue. Guys, we trust that you're well. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. You all know Anil lost 2 cases in the High Court today. We're going to be having stopping by our in-house counsel, I dare say. The one and only, folks, international lawyer, Selwyn, is going to be joining us. Selwyn Pieters, that is, he's going to be joining us to walk us through some of what transpired in the High Court today. A lot of losses, Anil racking up. A lot of losses. You notice they ain't got Anil behind them these days? Y'all notice that? Anil way to the back, till you can't see him. Dennis Landon Welchman, Andrew Griffith, Romel Bennett, good to have you here. Renald Warrell, Carl Hudson, Natasha Ben, Wernella, is it Wernella? Good to have you. Gwyneth Jones, all you lovely, fantastic folks. How are you guys doing? We trust that you guys are well. We really trust that you guys are well. Pace and power. That's how we do it. Boots on the ground. We've come to work, folks. We've come to work, and we trust that you guys have come to work. Hazel Chase, Paul Bourne. Paul, how was the week? How was the month? Money gotta make Paul. Ronnie Caesar, Altie Atkins. Good to have you, Yvonne Daly. And all you other beautiful, wonderful folks. We're so privileged. Lily, we're happy that you are here as well. Henrietta, good to have you too. Rock and come in. Good to have Denny Kissoon. Rock and come in, man. Rock and come in. Janet Edwards, Adele Semple. Good to have each and every one of you with us, guys. Pace and power, boots on the ground. Fire up, ready to go. Share the damn live. Smash the emoji button and get ready to partner with us, guys. That's how we do it. Marilyn Ford. Welcome, Marilyn. Good to have you. Welcome, Marilyn. Barbara Raff is here. Obi's here too. Welcome, Mavis Davis, well, Magnell Barrett, on your comments. Pinky Vaughn, Rock to the coming. Maria is Marcia Aaron. You said changing your name now. Bernadette Duncan family. Good to have you, Michelle McKay. Eileen Griffith, Norton Innes, one person. Pamela Sanchari, not one person. Fancy name, plenty names. Walter Robinson. Good to have you here, folks. Share the live. Make the shares look nice, folks. Y'all get a little complacent. Come on now, guys. Come on now. Share the live and smash that emoji button for us. We're fired up, even if you guys aren't. And we're ready to go. We're ready, guys. We're ready to show you some of what we've procured on the fight card. We've curated on the fight card for you guys this evening. Lots of information, infotainment, news, just for you guys. Credible and valid. We're going to pursue the truth and defend the facts. That's how we're doing it here. Kurt Anthony Phillips. What's up, Kurt? What's up? Bernadette, Yonette, Beverly Romaine, Wilma Grant. Good to have you, folks. What's up, folks? What's up, my peoples? Good to have you guys here. I'm fired up. What about you, folks? Ready to go? Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Come on, guys. Smash that emoji button. Share the live. Come on, folks. Smash that emoji button and share the damn live. Smash that emoji button and share the live, good people. Smash the emoji button. And let's get on the road. Let's fight, Alvin Fraser. Let's fight, guys. Close to 2,000 of you we can see watching us from the back end here, from Twitter, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from you name it, Facebook, you're all there. Share the live, smash that emoji button. We can do great things together. We can just come here for pump scene. We got the police numbers to work for us, folks. Smash that emoji button and share the live. Share the live. That's all you can do for us. They say good show, good effort. We love what you're doing. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us and show us the love, folks. Show us that love. We welcome it. Yana Benjamin, show me the love. We welcome it. We love back to y'all too. Jamie, we love back to you. Don Joe, we love back to you. Valerie Mariah, Peter Alonso, we love back to you. That's what we're saying. We love back to y'all. Smash that emoji button, folks. We can do this. Come on now. Come on. I push it, y'all. Cherry Baskin Greenwich, they can do it. Share the light. Orin Duncan say share already. Good, Orin. Good. Y'all be like Orin, man. I tell y'all, if you gonna be anybody in this life, be like Orin. I will say don't share the light, Mr. Duncan. I dare about Bella Mona. Say don't share to y'all be like Bella, man. Louise Wills, be like Bella, man. Shucks. Jonathan Edwards, be like Bella. Debbie Apples of pace and power. That's what we love. Pace and power. Cecile, good to have you guys here. Fantastic week we've had. Trust that you guys have had a fantastic week. A week of empowerment and overcoming. Yep. We ain't taking no jagabacks and trench coppers prisoners. No prisoners. No retreat, folks. No surrender. Pace and power. We're fired up at our end. We're ready to go. And we trust that you guys are as well. Share the damn light. Smash that emoji button. We can do great things together. Come on now, folks. Don't let me look in thin out here. I'll be jawbone show me collarbone show it. Don't let me look in thin out here. Folks, things tight tonight. We're going to show you why some jawbone and collarbone showing. We're going to show you all why things tight and getting tighter. Things tight and getting tighter, folks. That's how it is. The economy is stupid. It's the economy. Ashley's the economy. Heard Ashley recently tried to give an explanation, for what is intended to be double the cost of living by year end. I didn't hear the explanation yet. I still waiting for the explanation. Patricia Kisoon, Barbara Ralph, Anil Alkits, good to see you folks. Yep, Yvette Gordon is here as well, guys. We're fired up. We hope you guys are as well, and we are ready to go. We hope the audio is great. We hope there's clarity in terms of the visuals, and we are ready to go. And we are all, folks, picking up the coverage this evening from around the world, folks, around the world. UK in particular, the likely successor, folks, Eva Garnett, the likely successor. Guys, if you all enjoy the program, give us a share, man. Give us a share. If you enjoy the program, you don't tell the cook, thanks. That's the thanks we want. Share the live. Folks, the likely successor to Badman Boris Johnson, the likely successor is this gentleman here, former Finance Minister Sunak. Yep. He looks like the likely successor, folks, to Boris Johnson, the former Finance Minister of Great Britain, appointed by Boris. He look like he can get it now. We're watching it though, because a lot of race now playing into this. A lot of Rishi Sunak, a lot of race now coming to bear here. People say, can a brown man lead Britain? Nonsense. Shucks. I have a dream that one day, folks, we can be judged by the content of the character, not the color of his skin. Martin Luther King says, right? And if this fella has what it takes, then he has to get a job. And he looks smart, been to all the right schools, right? Has some great ideas, right? Great Britain, give the fella a chance. Give the fella a chance. Y'all try Boris. Boris went to Eton. He know this body, grew up privilege. And what to do for we? What to do for y'all? Give the fella a chance. Give the fella a chance. Not so Wardine, give the fella a chance. It's about what is up here, not what is here, the color of your skin. Come on, get real. Come on, Great Britain. Come on, England. You got to lead the way. You know a lot of nonsense in history. A lot of nonsense, you get a chance to correct it here. All right? A lot of nonsense y'all did. Get it wrong with Diana. You get it wrong with this young lady who married to, what's his name? Megan. You're getting it wrong with Chito. You better stop this nonsense. Stop talking the talk and walk the walk. The fella's bright. Let him do what he got to do. Let him do what he has to do. And he looks like the next prime minister. We're watching, though. We're watching, folks. As we get more information, we get more details as the thing cements, as it congeal. We're going to let you folks know what's going down. We're going to let you folks around the region. I want y'all know they got some leaders in this region. The everyone can't smell them. Jagabas and trench crappers. Who vex? The true hearts. The everyone can't smell them. Folks, we got iron. We got timber. We got bauxite. What else we got? Manganese. Silver, copper. You name it. Crosses, trench crappers, all of that. And we still in a predicament. How they going for us? Huh? How they going for us? All of those things. All Jamaica got is Mia Martley. And Mia doing wonders in that economy. You want to know what happened? Tashley Singh, too short for your own good. What happened to Barjag? Barjag is supposed to be so bright. I ain't impressed yet with what I see. 2 years in, I ain't impressed. Everything's sky high. Nothing moving, nothing circulating here. Economy stagnated. And he bright. For who? And if he ain't bright, well, you can imagine Irfan. You can imagine what Irfan is. Well, look, Mia roll out some measures for the Barbadian people to ease the high cost of living there, folks. Electricity and food prices, right, are going to cut to reduce consumer burden until January, Until January. The people know what they're doing. At least one person in BIM know what they're doing. How's looking for we here? Oh, you get 5 people over, sir. You get 1 wrong, sir. You watch the voters list. You get 3 in the corner, sir. And largely the problem persists. You know why? The heart to that. The heart black. Who vex? The truth hurts. If your heart black, your heart dark. You got wickedness in your mind to stagnate oneself, people. How do you think you prosper? Right? Wasn't it Abe Lincoln who says it? No country can survive half slave and half free. Put it in our pipe and smoke it, man. Who vex? The truth hurts. The truth hurts. So people are in awe around the Caribbean at some of the decisive measures that Mia's roll out, and Mia got oil money. So don't come around with funny. Mia don't have oil money. Sandra John is that still man. Mia got oil money. Tia Pompey. They ain't got oil money. Sun, sand, and sea. And then people doing wonders. You understand? It's not how much you got. It's not how much you got. It's what you can do in it. It's what you can do in it. Trying to see Sharon Mohan. We got oil. Billions. Just take out the second 40 billion of the natural resource fund. And you can see, 3 months from now, we're in the same country. We're in the same country, set of crooks and thieves. That's who they are. Daniel Cummins, Dan Grimsandi, Don Joe, a set of crooks and scams. Who's sharing your life? Folks, it's Friday. We still fired up, and we're ready to go. Share the damn life. Smash that emoji button. Don't go out there looking thin. Right? We know the cost of living high. We know we collarbone done. Take it out already. Don't go out there looking thin deliberately, folks. Me is doing one. We say respect and manners. Respect and manners in Mia Martley. keeps proving our metal. You know, keeps proving our metal. You got all these fellas out here, pack of jokers, talk a good talk, walk in the walk. No, not so much. Right? May doing both in our own way, in our own style. Leadership, leading in the region, him following. Give her that. You might disagree with her here and there, but give her that. She know what she's doing. It's not no fluke. Not like you're a fan. Not like Jack Dio. 12 years Jack Dio went in. 12. You come back, you just get on to 14. God, everything goes awry under him. Right? People don't go to y'all. You better get rid of the fella. Better get rid of the fella. Y'all never go to y'all. Better get rid of he. Right? One tell them boys we big, we ain't stupid. Some of the things we see and we got to tell you, we big. We ain't foolish. Economy and free fall. Pack of nonsense. They're doing we big, we big, we big. People know foolishness when they see it. Right? Look what the folks in Nonpareil telling us. We accustomed when they're doing roads, you see a grade and a roller. They want to be the grade and the roller that. It's just an excavator / iMac. Lashing down brick on the road. And they call this construction. Huh? This is corruptionism. It's not construction, it is corruptionism. This is them by calling construction. Diane Gravesandi, Tessa Haywood, Warren Mark. This is what you're calling construction. Munishwar on the right. This is what them boys calling construction. Munishwar, they pass you. Hazel Chase, they ever see construction? And the residents in Nonpareil pointed this out. They say in the ring, this is not how you fix road. This is not how you do it. You gotta grade the lashing down brick. That's how you fix the road now. Folks, y'all don't believe us? Y'all don't believe these are the things we saw in Nonpareil? Well, y'all better take a look for yourself. You better take a look for yourself. You better. So whichever family member to get this contract to, they don't have the roller, they don't have the grader, right? So they got a high mat, an excavator, knocking down the brick on the road. The resident says about 4 or 5 months, this road building, in this manner here, in this very methodical, measured manner. This is how the road building, folks, this is not how it is. This is not how it goes. Folks, Nonpareil for you. This is what you get with the brightness of Jack Dio. This is what you get with the brightness of Irfan Ali. And if some of y'all vex, the truth hurts. It hurts. Corruptionism. Take another look at that. Yep, signs of the times, folks. Signs of the times. We're 18 minutes into our broadcast. From the back end, we can see 3,000 of you watching us, folks. Make the shares look good. Let's pick up the pace on the shares, folks. We getting complacent. We gotta be able to deliver valid, credible information so folks understand what is happening on the ground in this country under this installed regime. Signs of the times. Pick up on the shares, folks. Pick up on the shares. Pick up on the emojis, smash that emoji, share the damn live, and let me move on. Signs of the times. That's what we tell you. Look story here now. Signs of the times. The man burned down in Laos. Got home drunk, ended up into a quarrel with his significant other. His wife. He ended up in a quarrel with her. How you be to lighting the house of fire remains to be seen, remains to be understood. Signs of the times. Farmers Bank fella, light the whole house on fire. Well, so much for that. So much for that. So much for that. I sorry all the people got to be affected by this. Because I tell the administration, don't give you a cent. I back you, Ali. Don't give you a blind cent. You sober up quick. You feel the rain and the sun hitting you out there. Then, and then like you sober up quick. Signs of the times, good folks. Signs of the times. We got to stop this, you know. We got to stop that. That's a pandemic by itself. Spousal abuse and drunkenness. Signs of the times. Some other instances is the things. Some of y'all got some things where y'all doing a set of foolishness interfering people children. You better find somebody your own age. It's the things I want to tell you guys. The things. Fellow here accused of raping 14-year-old from Borbies. We know this story because we've covered it before. Took her own life in the process. So ashamed of what happened. So feeling guilty as though, you know, she somehow caused this. Took her own life, drank a poisonous substance. Right? Well, he's been remanded. Denied bail. Right? So when you get your witness statements in order, you and your counsel, the judge said, then we can talk. Denied bail. You know, we got to make some people example in this country. We got to stop this nonsense. You tell me you got nobody, you age group, no consenting adult, you could throw them with. Child says she going to school. He see going to pick up passenger in the other direction. Be down along the road and a sexual assault the young lady. Devastated her. You know? Devastated her. Madness. Well, denied bail. First steps towards justice. First steps towards justice. I hope they throw the whole book at him. You got to next some people. Example in this country, folks. Got to make them an example. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's the things. It's the things. It's the things. You know what's that? Folks, you all know what is that? Some of you all here and you see the road fatalities. We always say that here. Those are the 3 new pandemics. The carnage we see on the roads, on the waterway, and see the violence there. Domestic violence. Running rampage in this country. Running rampage in the country. You know what's that? That's what we saw today. More madness on the road. More madness on the road. This is Linden Highway. They're telling us, guys, that a gentleman fell asleep. It's alleged he fell asleep. Vesta Hardy, Rajkumar, Hazel Chase, Mark Doris. They tell me he dropped his sleep. Folks, it can happen to any of us. You're feeling tired and you're driving, pull in the car now. Pull in the car now. Dar Nelson, pull in the car now. You're driving, you feel your eyes dipping, you're nodding, you're veering off the road and so on, or veering into traffic. Pull in the car now, take a 5 and go. We work hard as a people. I understand that. I understand that. We work hard. Rhonda, I know you work hard. Barbara Barrington, Iris Barnes, that's the name of my grandmother, Iris. Pull in the car now. Leslie Patrice Hamilton, pull in the car now. Right? We can't sit anymore. Then we sit here, slow down, take care, take caution, be considerate on the road. Let me arrive alive, folks. Let us arrive alive. This is the other pandemic we got to deal with. And we're pressing forward, but we got to deal with it. Government got to lead in this area, you know. Setting forth the right policy. You know, you got some organizations equipped to do this kind of work. We got to fund them and so on. Slow down. Let me arrive alive together. Beryl Crawford. Tell them slow down. Y'all don't know bus people speeding. We sit down quiet, you know. We gonna end up bus speeding and sit down quiet. Ronald Prophet. Right? We ain't going like that. Slow down. Jem Van Wiel, tell folks slow down. Lawrence George, and let me arrive alive. Let us arrive alive. Moving on the fight card, folks. Them boy section. We going down. Look where we start. The fellow who think, you know, if the oil company give him more money, bring them problems. That's what we saw recently. Right? That's what we saw recently. But y'all know them boys gone big now. Sugate still and we back foot. Well, they gone big. They're touching international newspapers. Cash for contract hits New York papers. Sugate Cash for contract. Celeste, Patricia, Kesoon, Donna Booker, Joan Williams. They're gone big like Anil Williams. They're gone big. They hit international newspaper. This is what we saw, because once we talk about the fella, we talk about the Chinese connection. Quite recently, this is what we saw. This is the Caribbean Life newspaper out of New York, Caribbean Life. And this was the header, Cash for Contract Scheme. Right? Widely read. This is a paper that's widely read in Queens and New York and Brooklyn and so forth, in that general area there. And further too, I think it's available in Canada as well. Cash for Contract Scheme. Millions have now seen the mini documentary that's available on YouTube. Millions of persons have watched it. And in this article, Cash for Cash Contracts, they say it's a brilliant undercover Vice News documentary dealing with what is said was widespread corruption in Guyana, folks. Look at them by restoring, according to them, our image on the national stage, or the international stage. They like to say that. They are repairing our, like Granger Lavrie Shambles. Happy birthday, Brick in the air, by the way. Happy birthday, David Arthur Granger. They're repairing our image on the international stage. You ever such madness? Well, look at the image repairing. Current to Caribbean Life. Cash for Contract Scheme. A brilliant undercover Vice News documentary dealing with what it said was widespread corruption in Guyana. You see that? You see that? How are we looking there? The image restored yet? On the international stage? The image restored on the international stage? And that's how we look at. We look in tin, folks. We look in tin. We look in tin. More than the high cost of living could ever make we look in under these boys. With that kind of attitude, we looking rating with jawbone, with collarbone protruding. Is that the showing? It is protruding. And them boys want to tell us. What? Them boys want to tell us, oh, they're restoring our image on the international stage. Well, how it going for y'all? How it looking? A brilliant, know that word, according to Caribbean Life, a brilliant undercover Vice News documentary. You know why? Because they catch you wrapped. They catch you wrapped. That's why it's a brilliant documentary. Catch them red-handed with hands in the cookie jar. Red-handed, folks. Yep. Yep. Smart man, bright man, brilliant fella. He's supposed to be. How the cost of living so high? Answer me the man, somebody. How the cost of living is so high, Simone Williams? How the cost of living so high? Persis Bagot, Leon Logan, Zola Cameron, Rondon Lane, Vanessa Hackett. How the cost of living so high? And then by so bright. All the billions we spending. And people are getting no relief. Right now, watching Barbados salaciously, seductively. So this country look like they're doing something. My God, go BIM side. My God, go to side. John Miller. How the cost of living side? How the cost of living by y'all? How things looking in the supermarket? Mark Joris, Clive Jackson, Carlin, Lena. How things looking? If Lena don't give you a tap of 1 or 2 times, you know the pocket to every day. Descend. Cost of living high. Thanks to Lena Williams and Lynn Fernandez. Who brace we? That was the peeps. It's bracery, like so many of you, to keep us going. Good to have you guys. The high cost of living is knocking we. Next month, you're going to be passing me straight. I'm a face to be pulling. High cost of living. You might recognize me. But that being said, folks, that being said, you better brace yourself. Look at boredom in the market. It's not boredom, it's Mr. Bora. This is $200 Bora, folks. Rachel, $200 Bora. Osmond Mark. Osmond. Sharon Castillo. Claudette Laverne. $200 Bora. You see this? How you feeding the family tree? You gotta get the Ken man, the fortnightly man, the monthly man. How you feeding the family 4 or 5? Bora is $200 and cost of living is set to double by Christmas. Ashley says not so, right? But the same fellow Ashley who promised economic resilience, vitality, and a bunch of other lies. Look over there. I was looking for a personal Bora, folks. Right? Now if you go to the market with your wife or your husband, you got to figure out now if your husband going to stay and you carry on Bora. If your wife going to stay and you carry on Bora. Right? I thought I'd come off the streets, but them boys trying to send me back, but I ain't going. Carlin, Harley, I ain't going back. Then Jacobs, I ain't going back. Right? I even go back. I ain't stay long. I stay long, folks. I don't know how much this old body gonna fetch these days. I don't know how much, but $200 borrow. I had a borrow. Things tight. Things tight. How it's looking for us? I thought all things would be bright and beautiful. Then people say, PP's poor business, once and buys come in, money starts circulating, dropping from the sky and so on. We looking up. We looking up. A lot of people looking up, though, we can show you. A lot of people looking up to see when this money gonna fall from the sky. High cost of living. Caption this, folks. Caption this. We spotted this photograph recently. And it looked like them by saying, Ali asking Ashley Singh, is when the cost of living coming down? Ashley, show me the man. Ashley, when the cost of living coming down? Ashley, tell me the man. How about is 200? It's by the style over, sir. Pretty market. It's by the style 200. You pass by them? Yeah? You pass by and see how much? $200 a little head of borrow. 5 string of borrow, 200. Caption that for us, the folks. Caption that for us. Please and thank you. Do us a big favor now. Caption that. Please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Folks, we got over 3,000 of you. Well over 3,000 of you. Heading to 4,000 watching us. Make the shares look nice, the man. Make the shares look nice and if they're looking thin, folks. Smash that emoji button for us. We can do it. We got to do something with these numbers. I just want thousands watching us and we just this static. We got to do something. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Partner with us to keep us going. And then when we say boots on the ground, you got to show up. You got to show up. Folks left New Amsterdam and came. We had a protest there in Buxton the other day. Folks left over the river, Region 3, and came. That's commendable. Folks left Linden and came. That's boots on the ground. We got to make a little special effort. If you live in right in the East Coast and you're showing up, oh my Father, those that know the will of the Lord and they do it not shall be beat with many stripes. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. You know the will of the Lord. You should be on the front line. But you're doing the will. Many stripes you're going to be beaten with. And don't call me and say my foot hurting, my back hurting, and you don't know why. You don't know why. Father, your skin. Samoa Williams, Don Joe. Right? So you're going to ask me, Ashley, is when the price coming down? Ashley, when gold price coming down? When bread price coming down, Ashley? The people are asking for the citizens, when the price coming down? Want to sell you? That's what is being asked there. Look and tell me, Ashley. Confusion powder. You think it's only high class of living? Every quarter this government, folks, it's total confunction nonsense and confusion powder. Yvonne McLean, Patricia Sada, Marlon Ford, Ernest Joseph, Paulette Hicks, Cheryl Gillis. Yep. Ryan Haynes. Is it Ryan Haynes? Love One Cameron, O'Neill's King. Confusion powder. And they're chasing this drink now with Pocketori. They're chasing this with La Chateau Jumbie Bird. Marcia Wild. That's what's happening on the front. Look story here now, y'all boys. Folks, this one is turning out to be such a pathological liar. Just the other day, he tell me, being a no sugar shortage. Everything good is a lie. We ain't got no sugar shortage. When you see the man trying to explain himself, in his latest iteration, I'm talking about the CEO of Gaisuku, Selwyn Singh. When you hear the latest iteration of the sugar conundrum we're in, you're going to understand with it. You know they're importing sugar now. They don't find sugar in them shelves and so on. Plenty more than usual. The fellow said it's not a sugar shortage, it's packet sugar. It's packet sugar, but 100-pound bags available. Right? Public servants wouldn't get no raise of pay in a little while. Who will get no what you call cash grants in a little while. The 100-pound bag is available. It says packaged sugar. That's the thing that beating me. Right? And then he said, I hear they had a scheme. People shipping sugar out the country illegally. It's not gold, it's not bauxite, sugar. It's not shipping illegally. But we catch them. And we're trying to right-size things. A pack of lies, folks. Listen to the fella, man. Listen to the fella for yourself. Y'all CEO of Gaisuku, bare lies. The shelves empty with sugar. You got to know importing sugar. Billions being pumped in this industry. To what end? To what end, good people? Listen to the pathological liar in action. Listen to this.
Suku doesn't have shortage of bagged sugar. That's the 100-pound bagged sugar. What Gaisuku has a shortage of is packaged sugar, right? But you can only do packaged sugar when we're grinding and we are in production. We haven't ground cane sugar since the end of May 2022. So we had stocks put aside, but a lot of all of it was sold out in the local market. And unfortunately, we got wind that some of our sugar is being smuggled to a foreign country via the backtrack. So we had to take control of that because Guyanese sugar has to go first to Guyanese. Guyanese supermarket, Guyanese bakers, Guyanese manufacturing companies. And that is why we focused our distribution in those three areas: bakers, manufacturers, and supermarkets. We've even start to sell to the small shops. iFlut is grinding. That is 2,000 bags of sugar being produced today. 2,000 bags of sugar. So to the rumor mongers who's trying to peddle that we don't have sugar, we don't have packaged sugar. But packaged sugar is going to be back on the market within the next 2 weeks. We're guaranteeing that. But what we do have is bagged sugar, and we can supply the market with bagged sugar.
Isn't a bag a package? Isn't a bag a kind of package? We don't have packaged sugar, but bag sugar. Right? Bag is something different. Bag is a package which contains the sugar. Right? I wonder why we can get packaged sugar. Huh? I wonder why we can get packaged sugar. Could it be because they sell out and more packaging factory? Could it be to the friends and family? Could it be that they have privatized the Enmore packaging factory? Could it be that is why packaged sugar is not available? Could it be the incompetence of the PPP? Is it me? Wasn't Jack Joe who declared the other day Enmore will no longer be packaging sugar? I wonder why we got a packaging problem of sugar. You all feel these guys easy? Here's the on to bring my guest. Lie after lie. Just yesterday, last week, he said, no shortage of sugar. Everything is good. Never mind, iFlut didn't producing nothing. Everything is good. Now, folks, you think it's the right sugar? You find people smuggling? You must hear sugar, down sugar. And you think it's Gaisuku sugar. People smuggling sugar now? In a country of this opulence, billions in oil revenues, you know, it's sugar, brown sugar, people smuggling. That's how things bad. You have a smuggled sugar now? You sugar down the wrong way. You sugar down the wrong way, folks. You sugar down the wrong way. Well, the Alliance for Change had a press conference today. And Ken Manshram, the channel, the leader of Alliance for Change, spoke on this issue of sugar. He spoke on this issue, folks. He spoke on it. That's what I'm telling y'all. He spoke on it. Yep. Is that good for us?
Something that will be perennial, I suppose, but we'll try to rectify it and start on time. I have two press releases to read, and I think Joretta will have one. And let me proceed to read the two that I have. AFC's press release on developments concerning probe into allegations concerning Vice President.
All right, that's not the right one that we want, folks. We're going to circle back to that. We're going to certainly circle back to that. I have multiple to say in the sugar industry. Want to get that to you. I have a mouthful to say. Moving on, because I want to get my guest. Did that put it? Yo, boy, the Donald, show up. Y'all know Clement Roy run out the other day. We didn't miss Clement Roy. Donald run out this time. You know, it seems as though when you're no longer president, your vision is 2020. Your vision is 2020 when you're no longer president. Because here what Donald telling us here, folks. Listen to the Donald. The Donald is telling us that Guyana's electoral system encourages racial voting. Eureka moment. Like he should go down too. Like he should go down too. I mean, talking about the brown girl. We ain't talking about the brown girl. Like he should go down too. Guyana's electoral system encourages racial voting. It's the same system that elect him, but he had a problem then. He ain't had a problem then. He had a nice time being puppet number one. But now, Eureka. I ain't talking about the labs. Eureka. Now they're gone up in here. Guyana electoral system, the forest party post. You win and based on the number, you divide the seats and all fantastic stuff. Encourages racial voting. No, it's the other party. It's Jack Dio and Ashini. Right? And Priya Malik Chan. Is they encourage it. Especially Jack Dio. Is they encourage it. Racial voting. And do your dog whistle and so on. Now you come to the electoral system. Same system elected you. Right? And send you into a minority government already in 2015. Same system. But now you're open, huh? All right. You know you're able. Donald, you know you're able. Folks, share the live. Smash the emoji button and partner with us. Moving on to fight card. I got my guest already and he's singing on to bring him on. Corruptionism. That's what we call it. Corruptionism. What it is, the folks are complaining in the business sector. Bad. The folks are complaining of sole sourcing. Do you know one company is alleged has received the contract for the Building Expo? All of the artwork you're seeing, all them big banners and posters, one company. And it seems as though one company, since this administration came in, getting all this kind of work, and them small man saying, when we get a piece of the pie, billions of dollars is estimated. It's going to one company, sole sourcing. They're not opening the tendering so the rising tide could float all boats. You see why we can head the way Sri Lanka? You see why? Because people can get fed up of nonsense. Get fed up of being cheated. Right? Get fed up of corruptionism. Then get fed up. Sole sourcing. What did the tender process in this country? This small man can get a bite to. A lot of businessmen are saying this. As a matter of fact, Sabbath News carried over an article of this just today. You want to thank them for the reporting. And we've spoken about this before. One company seems to be getting the bread. Nobody else want to eat the bread. Nobody else in this country do want to eat the bread. That's what y'all tell me. Nobody else. Watching that. But y'all know them boys come back. The PPP cocaine they raise, the sugar down, we tell you, they come back. The PPP cocaine, that's the national flag carrier, you know. It's the national flag carrier. PPP cocaine they raise, the national flag carrier. When I'm done stuck about. Right? They're setting the example. And unfortunately, you got some young people who following. They got some young people who following. Right? They got some young people, some dull slugs who following. You remember this young lady? TikTok star, Lisa Ramnarine. And she was caught with cocaine hidden in some Hindu religious items. Nothing is sacred anymore, folks. Nothing is sacred anymore. Cocaine and religious items now. Well, she was further remanded. She was remanded already. She was further remanded. Now, Lisa is a little businesswoman in this field here. Is a little businesswoman in this field here. But you can't do the time, don't do the crime. We're being told, folks, that Lisa, 23, was remanded to prison after she pleaded not guilty to the charge of trafficking narcotics, right? To the 540 grams of cocaine. Right? 540 grams of cocaine. Right? And she was further remanded just today. TikTok star. Can't do the time. Don't do the crime. Start to hear. That's the situation on that front. That is the situation on that front, good folks. And I hope my guest is standing by. This is her. Yep. The religious items. And Lisa, you know, we'll be showing you all the cover girl photograph. But this is how it's going. This is how it's going currently. That's how it's going. Moving on, if I care. Pace and power finally, folks. Pace and power. Just delay. One of the cases won before the High Court. Chief Justice put a stop in them. She said, the consultation early, half consultation with the leader of the opposition till this court finished. And coming to tell us about that, our guest for this evening, folks, our guest for this evening, the one and only, the man himself. He was here with us last night, international lawyer, Selwyn Pieters. Welcome, sir. A very good evening.
Good evening to you, Mr. Duncan, and your followers and listeners.
Awesome. So, Selwyn, yesterday you had a win in the court again against Anil and we talk about the losing streak that Anil has been on for the last 2 years. Tremendous losing streak he's racking up here. And today was no different. Selwyn, tell us about the two cases that came up for hearing before the High Court.
Well, actually, it's three cases. On Friday, last Friday, we had one of the cases, Christopher Jones' case, where the Attorney General was ordered to pay $50,000 in costs, and Christopher Jones was on your page this week or your program this week saying that he is $50,000. And then yesterday we had the Paul Slow case, and today we had the Aubrey Norton case. And of course, the case involving the leader of the opposition is he's asking the court to rule on the constitutionality of the appointment of Pastor Patrick Finley as the chairman of the Police Service Commission, because of course there was supposed to be meaningful consultation between the president and him. And it's his position that no such meaningful consultation took place. And I mean, the stuff that the executive is doing is odious. It smacks of bad faith. For example, they would send the leader of the opposition a letter on Friday afternoon, close to the end of the day, inviting them to consultations on the Monday. No adequate notice. No proper opportunity to review whether CVs or to ask proper questions. And it's almost like a game. And so they would do that, and then they'd make the appointments and say, oh, well, he didn't show up and he didn't contact us. And sometimes the leader of the opposition would indeed send a response in, but they would totally disregard it and make these appointments. So, they're at a stage now where the leader of the opposition is challenging the legality of the establishment of the Police Service Commission and the Integrity Commission. Today, the Chief Justice, actually,
Roxanne George Wiltshire, yeah.
That's right, Roxanne George Wiltshire. She put a pause on the process of consultation. So there'll be no consultation between the president and the leader of the opposition in respect to the appointment of Clifton Hicken as acting commissioner of police until the court hears and determines this matter.
Yeah. Attorney Pieters, in arriving at this decision, what was some of the rationale that might have been put forward by the Chief Justice to give our viewers a kind of understanding of how we arrived here?
Well, we arrived here because one of the things that the Attorney General, firstly, the Attorney General opposed the application. Mm-hmm. But not only did he oppose the application, but the Chief Justice was giving him until Tuesday, Monday the 18th to respond, to file an affidavit in defense. And he said no, he couldn't do it this week because we're appearing before the Caribbean Court of Justice on Tuesday in the Monica Thomas versus Barajagio case. Mm-hmm. So he now asked for 14 days. And yet the president had given the leader of the opposition until the 19th of July to respond. So he gave the leader of the opposition Tuesday to respond in writing. So had the court not granted a stay, irrespective of what the Attorney General says, the president would have said, well, there's nothing barring me from appointing Clifton as acting commissioner of police because I give the leader of the opposition time to respond, and he did not. Mm-hmm. What the Chief Justice said is that there are very serious and important constitutional issues that were raised in this case, including the content and the meaning of meaningful consultation that she has to decide upon, whether it took place. And so she was prepared to grant a stay in the interim, or at least grant an order that preserves the status quo in respect to the opposition leader holding his hand or not responding to the president, and no adverse action being taken to prejudice the claim that the leader of the opposition made until the hearing is heard and determined. So that was a very good decision in our favor. It's an important. This is an important case, as is the case that was heard yesterday, and the Christopher Jones case that is going to be heard on the 20th in respect to the doctrine of necessity, and whether or not Clifton Hicken appointment under that doctrine could pass constitutional and other muster. So right now it's a hectic time, but it's a time where a lot of interesting and significant constitutional matters are being heard by the courts in Guyana.
Yeah, and definitely that augurs well for our jurisprudence in that regard, because we could only become better. But having said that, Selwyn, I want to ask you, you mentioned some of it earlier, but more frontally, you have the unique perspective of living overseas and not being in the day-to-day minutiae of the politics and the social issues here. And when you look in and you see the gamut of cases that you have, yourself and others have before the court concerning this government, what is happening with politics currently in this country?
Well, I think the president has been given bad advice. I mean, some of these cases arose because the advice that the president got cannot pass any form of muster. In terms of politics, I mean,
Selwyn, just before you're there, you're stating that the advice that the president has been given and proffered by his attorney general has been bad, poor.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the clearest examples is with respect to the doctrine of necessity. No aspect of that test has been met. Another aspect is with respect to the content and the duty of meaningful consultation. I mean, certainly, if the president wants to engage in meaningful consultation with the leader of the opposition, and there's only it's only a one-seat majority, you would think that you would act in good faith. You'd think that you'd want to get the leader of the opposition on board so that there's a meeting of the minds, you see, in terms of appointments to these important constitutional agencies and bodies for which concurrence is required. And then, of course, you have the Paul Slow matter, where the president unlawfully and unconstitutionally suspended the Police Service Commission and refused to the government refused to honor the promotion list that the Police Service Commission made. And of course, Mr. Slow spoke about the phone calls between him and the president. And of course, the state deployment of its resources to bring trumped up charges against Mr. Slow, Mr. Conway, and other outstanding citizens of Guyana, people who have served the Guyana police force for most of their lives, whether they're serving or retired. You know, so a lot of actions have taken place within between 2021 and 2022 that certainly puts the government in a bad light in terms of how it interacts with the opposition, how it interacts with service commissions, how it interacts with bodies that are supposed to be independent, and the sort of level of control now and interference that exists within the Guyana police force.
Attorney Pieters, you work internationally, and you have that reputation of an international lawyer. Have you seen anything like this? I mean, in any place else where you got, you have an AG who touts himself as being the custodian of the Constitution. You hear about rule of law and democracy and respect for the rule of law. But it seems as though there's wanton constitutional infractions happening almost on a daily basis here. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Well, the problem in respect to the violations that occurred, you see, and is occurring, is Mr. Nandlal, the Attorney General, currently was counsel on some of the issues. You know, he was involved in the Patterson case. He was involved in Zulfikar Mustafa case. He understands what the content and duty of meaningful consultations is and what complexion it should take, because he was involved in those cases. He was also involved in the case with Carver Duncan. So he understands how the executive should treat with independent constitutional agencies and bodies. So it's not the case of somebody who doesn't know better and shouldn't do better. You know,
wow.
but you know, so the thing about it is they take the posture that the opposition is weak. And because they take the posture that the opposition is weak, they just think that they could storm over the opposition with impunity. I mean, certainly sending out a letter on Friday to Mr. Norton and asking him to show up on Monday smacks of disrespectful behavior, smacks of not disrespecting the Constitution and what the content and meaning of meaningful consultation entails. It's the same thing with the Paul Slow issue with the Police Service Commission. You know, the Police Service Commission chairman, Mr. Finley, got on television on Friday, on Friday, July 1st, and said that, look, I haven't seen any list of, and no lists have come before us for promotions. And yet on the 2nd of July,
which was a month
of hundreds of officers being promoted from inspector to assistant commissioners, government orders issued, all of that within the space of 24 hours after the chairman, whose appointment is questionable because the meaningful consultation process hasn't been followed.
Yeah.
You know, and yet, you know, we have all these promotions within the space of 24 hours after he said that, hey, I haven't seen anything before us for consideration.
Yeah. You know, Selwyn, you're a middle of the road fella, and you're not involved in the politics in this place one way or the other. You have a chance to advise this government on the course that's been taken, and clearly a very wrong course. What do you say to them this evening?
Well, I mean, what I'm saying to them, speak through the litigation that I'm involved in. You know, all the seminal cases right now, or almost all the seminal cases I'm involved with, whether it's the case with the Natural Resource Fund bill that was passed without Mr. Ramjatan or Mr. Schuman getting to speak, or without the petition that was presented to the Parliament being put up for debate, or the Christopher Jones case and the doctrine of necessity, or the case Vince Roy Jordan's case, you know, or Mr. Norton's case now with respect to meaningful consultation, or with Paul Slow's case with respect to how the Police Service Commission was unlawfully suspended and their tenure curtailed by the president because he didn't get his way. So I think I speak through the litigation that I'm involved in.
Excellent. Attorney at law Selwyn Pieters, I want to really thank you for coming by this evening. And if I didn't get a chance to ask you anything you want to get out of it, feel free to let us know.
Well, yes, next week is a very busy week for us. On Tuesday, there's a case before the Caribbean Court of Justice, Bar Jaggio versus Monica Thomas. On Wednesday, there's Christopher Jones' case on the doctrine of necessity.
The Monica Thomas case, give us a quick synopsis of that. What are the issues there?
The issue there was the jurisdiction of the Court of Appeal to to hear the appeal from Chief Justice George's decision in respect to the filing or the service of the election petition on the second name respondent, former President David Granger, who was the leader of the list of the APNU FC.
Great. So another definitive week, nonetheless, coming up. And, we really want to thank you, Attorney Pieters, for coming by, 2 nights in a row now, and for really and truly walking through these issues so the Guyanese people at home and abroad and others watching us around the world have a better understanding of what's taking place.
Yes, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and best wishes for next week.
Thank you. I think we'll do well.
Excellent. Thanks again.
Goodbye.
Thank you again to international lawyer Selwyn Pieters. Again, understand these issues, and he said in his own words, involving all of the seminal issues, the seminal legal issues happening now, and it's going to change the face of jurisprudence on where constitutional law is concerned. I can imagine the law students salivating because you're studying law. Constitutional law is one of the courses you do very early in the law program, and you're now seeing the whole thing come to life before you. It's going to help us as a people. It's going to help us to answer a lot of questions. That's our time, folks. That is our program. Thank you for being with us day after day throughout this entire week. You guys have been with us, and we are so happy because of that. Thanks for your love and your support. We feel it, folks. We cannot do it without you. Before you guys go, smash that emoji button, folks. We got 3,000 people still watching us. On Facebook alone, we got 4,000 we can see watching us across social media on a Friday night. We're heartened by that. With so much other things happening on social media, so many things happening on the various, what do you call it now? Whether it's Netflix or, Prime or what's the other, Disney Plus, you can have your attention. You've been here with us, and we're so grateful. We're humbled by that. We're heartened by it, really and truly, folks. Thanks for spending this time with us. Smash that emoji button before you go. And if all 3,000 of you give this program a share, folks, others will come into contact with it and certainly get valid and credible information. If you have found any value in the program for the last hour, give us a share. Let it be the tip that you leave this evening. Let it be the thank you that you send. We know so many of you, hundreds of you, write us privately on WhatsApp and say, good job, keep going, keep the fight up. We thank you. Share the live, folks. Smash the emoji button. Partner with us. You all know we got Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, MMG. We have invited MoneyGram and Western Union. We don't run out of water. Unfortunately, guys, we don't. We run on your love and your support. Thanks for doing what you do for us, folks. We're heartened by it. Thanks for being here with us all week. We're back tomorrow with our podcast. We're back on Sunday with our podcast. And back to full regular programming for Monday, guys. FYI, the podcast in the midday, below the belt, and then back in the ring, folks. Have a great weekend. See you guys on the podcast tomorrow. See you guys there. Thanks for joining us. That's the time. That's the program. Smash that emoji button. Smash it with a vengeance, folks. Share the live with a vengeance. I'm partner of the week. That's the time. That is our program. Couldn't ask for better company for the entire week. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. We're up. Stay safe.